Hola, 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 hola. Está bien kila mtu. Welcome once again to your favorite show, Simple Talk. Ni mimi wenyu Arturo Magix. I know it's been long, it's been ages. I think almost 1 year down the line since the last time I was on your screens. Uh, it's been an eventful time, both negative and positive lessons to be taken here and there. But all we can say is we are back like we never left. Unaona, the other day Bukayo Saka, kwa wale mnaowatching football and Arsenal fans to be specific and in particular, Bukayo Saka was back and he was welcomed by a big roar. It almost shook down the stadium. I am doing the same, but this time I'm not the one being shaken. I'm the one coming to shake cause yo, there was a lot of stories. There were a lot of stories. There are a lot of stories zenye I'm here to share with you. But first of all, I'd like to appreciate the people wenye wamekuwa na mimi throughout the journey. And first of all, this show I'm going to dedicate it to one particular friend because he was really insightful in me getting back to in front of the camera. My friend called Washington Owiso. Sija contact. I've not contacted you yet because I want to do this, and then I want you to find out when it's actually airing. But I'm going to share a little bit of what me and Washington shared. I remember the first time last year when I did the first episode of Simple Talk. It was actually very poor. I did it through a webcam, yeah, my laptop. It was in my office and it was dim lit. It was very dimly lit. And after that, it was live actually. I went live and he was active throughout the live. And after that, he called me and he really encouraged me. And I was telling him, Woshi, hapana, unajua hii nilikuwa tu na test, unajua nilikuwa najaribu, that's nothing serious. And he went like, hey, I heard your stories, they were really on point. You do it, continue, keep it up. And then I was like, you could see the camera, there was no light, there was no. And he told me, Arthur, stop making excuses, that content is top. Do it. I enjoyed it, you saw it, I was live, I was present throughout the live. But still, it didn't sit right with me. So I explained. We started doing the live. It was good. Everything was good with that, but the internet was a bit laggy. So the audio and the video was scratchy. For those when you used CDs back in the days, mlikuwa mnajua CD scratch how stressful it used to be. And after that, still the same person called me and told me, whoa, my guy, you're doing good, huh? You're doing great. I can see you've elevated. And I was like, not yet, not yet. Unaona bado the video is scratchy, it's lagging, nini nini. And he said, hey, Arthur, what else are you looking for? Huh? I saw your video and I got motivated because I'm also doing something similar and I want to continue. And I told him, no, there are still some minor issues to be dealt with here and there, nini nini, and the same story. He told me, you're making excuses. Fast forward to 2025 now. I think, yeah, it's been well over a year since I shot the first episode. Now, here he comes again. I'm not doing anything. Uh, I'm not telling you, he doesn't know what's going on, though there were things going on behind the curtains because I remember we did Simple Talk. There was a time I was in a radio station in Umoja Radio, and so he was calling to find out what's going on, and I told him I'm not producing at the moment. There are this and these challenges. I mean, the guy called me for I think an hour and a half hadi simu ikazima literally. And this is I'm not making anything up. You can ask him. I think I'll share his handles. Washington Oburu Owiso TV. You can look up Owiso TV on YouTube. You can look up Owiso TV on Facebook also. Those are the platforms that I'm familiar with that he posts. And now he calls me and he lectures me for 1.5 hours. You see, 1.5 hours. Sometimes you wonder where you get people like this, but sengine tunasemanga ni Mungu. Now, he even talked about there's this motivational speaker. Oh my God, I listen to him every day, but the name is not coming. And he really motivated me to come back on screen. You see, and that is where I went. Coincidentally, when we had that phone call, I had met with a group of young producers, cameramen, unajua, and they are ready for the challenge of production, and they are the reason why I am airing this episode today. So I'd like to give a big shout out to Champ Logan, Champ Logan Studios. They are the ones who made everything possible, and there are other productions on Magixame Enterprise channel. Any production you see it's courtesy of Champ Logan Studios. Na pia wewe hapo nje kama uko na kitu unataka kufanya, you have a wedding, you have a TV show, a podcast like this, and you want it done, you can reach out. You can reach out to Magixame. When you reach out to Magixame, you've reached Champ Logan, and you'll see that they have some really nice work out there. True professionals. Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't be with them. Unajua, wanasemanga game recognizes game. So that's it with the introduction. What I've been throughout the year. It's been short, but throughout the season, we'll be talking about the challenges and how to overcome them, because I believe that's a key factor. A lot has been going on, and yeah, that's it. So before I proceed now with the story that I have today, or the lesson, today is a lesson, more so it's a lesson. I feel like a motivational speaker. Today I'm going to do a little bit of motivational speaking. So before we continue, this video has also been made possible by Rodiwe Enterprise Limited. Rodiwe deals with lands, properties. So if you're out there and you're shopping for land, reach out to Rodiwe Properties Limited, and they'll sort you out. We'll be in subsequent episodes, we'll be sharing you the plots available. We'll be arranging for tours and everything. So if you're looking for land, whether for kujenga, whether for commercial purposes, reach out to Rodiwe Enterprise Limited. Okay, now with that said, welcome back officially. So nimewapigia story ya Washington Oburu Owiso TV, and this interaction got me thinking about something we call friendship and acquaintances. If I asked you who is a friend and who is an acquaintance, I believe everyone has it in their head that this is simple. They are quite distinct. A friend is this, an acquaintance is this. So normally an acquaintance is just someone you happen to know each other, if I'm not wrong. I think I'll need some help from the producers. An acquaintance is someone you just you don't share any deep bonds or something. You just know each other, right? And then a friend is someone whom you're supposed to be sharing a lot with, like someone who knows your past, someone who knows a little bit of your history, maybe a little bit of your life, someone you would share with, someone who would represent you, I'd say, in certain situations. So now, Washington is not someone we share long phone calls with on a regular basis. Actually, I'd tell you, before he called me a few weeks prior to me doing this first episode, the last time we had talked was last year. But you see, he was thinking about me. No, I was in his mind, and I won't lie. He was also in my mind because he does content, and we had talked even about content. and decided we'd do something. And now I was also feeling like burdened a little bit because we had this conversation, and I'm supposed to do something about it. Now, Washington is not someone where he is a friend, but when it comes to relations, you wouldn't categorize him as one of those people who you would ask, what kind of person is Arturo Magix na akuambie. No. So we would categorize him as an acquaintance. None. But what impact does he have on me? Is he a friend? Is he an acquaintance? That is a question for you to ponder on. The other one is now the guys I'm talking about, Champ Logan. Now, when we met with Champ Logan, this brings another perspective to the friendship and acquaintance thing. We met as acquaintances. Actually, it was one guy introduced to me by now a friend, someone we spent time with a lot, and he said he saw what I was struggling with in terms of production, and he told me there's this guy we go to school with, and he does this and this, and maybe you can strike this similar deal because he's someone focused and all and all. And I said, why not? There's no harm in doing so. So after doing one meeting, the guy was right. Yeah, we had a lot in common in terms of the drive into film and everything and recording, and that is why it's successful. Now I'm looking at these two people, Champ Logan and Owiso TV. If not for these two people, I don't think my journey would be off. I'd still be stagnant somewhere. But if you look at these people, they're not people you'd call friends, uh, according to the way it's universally understood or in modern days understood. But there's a very big impact in that these acquaintances right now, as I'm shooting this podcast, I'd call them friends now. You see, and this is where now I was talking about friendship and acquaintances. So between the two, who is a friend and who is an acquaintance, or between these two and the ones that I've been with throughout this year, sharing, laughing, and probably everyone understood the challenges that I was going through. But what impact did they have? And what impact did the acquaintances have? The other friend who introduced me to Champ Logan, that one is also a friend because it's someone who looks at your struggle and they see, okay, this guy is going through something. So let me link him to someone else. Now uh, that is a referral, and hiyo ni kujengana, as we normally say. And these are the things that I'm looking at when I'm talking about friendship or defining friendship and what is friendship. Do you have those people that maybe you're doing a certain study, you're doing, let's say, journalism, no? And you're trying, maybe you're doing your own thing, you're trying to do your personal things on your phone, in your house. Do you have people who go around referring you, or do you have just people who are just sitting around, you laugh, you live? uh that is something to ponder on, and it's just what I wanted to talk about in this initial episode, in this episode one. Actually, I'm not going to call this season two. I'm going to call this season one because I'll take the previous ones as rehearsals. Yeah, because those were preparations now for this season one now. And once we've started with season one, there's no stopping. Um, I'd also like to mention about This Is S. As you know, 3 episodes last year we did with This Is S. She'll be back for next week. Next week she'll be shooting her own podcast, Sessions with us. It deals with mental issues. Remember, she's also under Magixame Enterprise, and she'll be on the next episode of simple talk. As you know, there's a way we do it. Inakuanga juicy juicy, kedo juicy juicy, spicy spicy, roiko roiko hapo, kapilipili kwa umbali. All these will be airing soon. So for this first episode of Simple Talk, it was all serious. It was appreciation. I really appreciate the people that were with me throughout that journey. Also, this is us. She was very instrumental in that journey, especially during the dark times when things were a bit glum. Alini hold up, and it's also another. She also brought. She also brought me to this level of thinking where you really have to know who you're surrounding yourself with, unajua. Because you might be with someone laughing and having fun, but during the dark times you're on your own, and as they say, no man is an island. Unajua, no man is an island, lazima tukue pamoja. We must have people who tunashikana pamoja and we move forward. It's that introduction. So welcome back to Simple Talk. Welcome back to the Magixame Enterprise channel. Kama uja subscribe, kindly do. Refer your friend to the channel. There's a lot of content. Kuna kids content on the channel. There's podcasts. There's animations. Courtesy of Arturo Magix. Ciao, ciao. Till next time.